Name, image, and likeness, NIL. It has completely changed the landscape of college athletics. Some schools are barely surviving in the era, while some are thriving. One could argue that things have never been better for Iowa State athletics. In the first offseason of the NIL era, Iowa State unexpectedly lost Big 12 Freshman of the Year Tyrese Hunter to Texas.
Iowa State was in position to be the Royals to everybody else's Yankees. I mean, it was a problem where there was zero NIL, literally zero NIL. And so, some Iowa State supporters got together and said, we have to do something about this or we're going to be relegated to non-contenders.
Thus, the We Will Collective was started. We Will is a nonprofit organization partnering Iowa State athletes with the Central Iowa community, resulting in a paycheck for the Cyclone athletes. The way We Will is fundraising is different than most in college sports.
Most of the folks in our landscape, they're doing it with some super ultra mega rich donors. And certainly we have those that can give at a higher level. However, we've really done it with numbers and participation, which makes it extra special to see Iowa State have this success because literally thousands of people are involved with getting us to this place.
Since We Will was created, Iowa State has lost just a combined 3 starters in football and men's and women's basketball to the transfer portal. The retention of big-time players like Rocco Becht, Tamin Lipsey, and Audie Crooks have come when Iowa State is still not anywhere near the top of the NIL ranks in college athletics.
I want to pat all the donors on the back, but really this would not be possible without the head coaches and the administration at Iowa State. The culture there makes it so if we can at least get close enough to some of the competition, the players really love it at Ames.
While the main goal is retention, Iowa State has added through the transfer portal as well. Keyshawn Gilbert, Curtis Jones, Joshua Jefferson, and Deshaun Jackson are just a few in men's basketball. In football, star receiver Jaden Higgins was a transfer too. Then this portal session brought in 2 more coveted wide receivers, Chase Sowell and Xavier Townsend.
Those receivers want to play for Rocco Becht. So once you have that in place, you have your head coach, you have your quarterback, you have all this success and experience returning, it becomes a really attractive spot for a player that wants to win a bunch of games, enjoy themselves, and potentially win a Big 12 championship.
As the landscape is always changing, the future of how players get paid is unknown. The key in all of that for Iowa State is who's in charge.
The biggest priority for Iowa State to remain competitive is keeping TJ Otzelberger, Matt Campbell, and Bill Fennelly. I mean, it's as simple as that. They are the best fundraising we can do in NIL because players want to play for those guys. And if that's the case, maybe you don't have to be dollar for dollar with some of those bigger programs. The culture there is so good that we just have to be close enough.
To Brent Bloom's point, TJ Otzelberger and Matt Campbell have both signed contract extensions this month that would keep them in Ames until 2032.